So you want to get better at day trading. Well, I am very, very happy that you clicked on this video. I think that today's video is going to really show you how to actually improve your trading. Most people out there, most gurus on YouTube, on TikTok, they just spew complete nonsense. It's all a farce. You're not actually learning anything. You've been doing this for a year or two or even just 6 months. You've wasted most of that time just being impressed by flashiness and a fake P&L and all that kind of stuff. So today I want to be showing you guys how to get so good at day trading you can't stop placing winning trades. So let's get into it. So first of all, you have to dedicate a why. Most of you guys out there literally do not even have a why of why you're trading. Trading happens to be the hardest way to make easy money. It's a lot easier to just go outside and go mow some lawns and collect some money. But it's also hard work to go and do that. It's easy to do, but the actual work is hard. Trading, learning how to trade is very, very hard, very, very difficult. There's a super high learning curve. But once you're past that, it doesn't get easier than literally placing a buy order, placing a sell order 5 minutes later, making thousands of dollars. It's really not that complicated. And you have that skill basically for life. So you really need to nail down a why. Why are you trying to learn trading? If you just want to get rich, then you probably should just go start a business or learn skills and then start a business and make money that way. Trading is a really good way to multiply your money, but it's not good to start out with just 200 bucks and a dream. And I really feel like that's what most of you guys are doing, and I really don't want to see you guys waste, multiple months of your life trying to trade with just no money. So really make sure that you guys just dedicate a why of why you're actually learning to trade and do one of the hardest things that you can do. Now the second thing is finding good information online. It is really tough to actually find good information, which is kind of surprising in a way because day trading or just trading, the markets have been around for, decades and decades and decades. And if you actually want to count the real markets, hundreds of decades. If you want to just count, day trading, multiple decades. It's still so hard to actually find good information. And where can you find this good information? Well, in my opinion, I think I have a really good YouTube channel to learn. I have a free futures trading accelerator course on my YouTube that you can go check out. But if you also want to learn from other people, which I do highly suggest, I don't suggest just learning from one person. There's a lot of people that you can find on mostly Twitter. That's where I've really found some of the best people. The Instagram, TikTok traders, Instagram traders. If they're showing you guys a Lambo and a Rolex and vacation pictures, guys, I'm sorry, you're not getting any real information. You're just hyping yourself up with materialistic stuff. It's irrelevant, and quite frankly, it's not actually going to help you guys get any better. So if you guys actually want to learn and get real good information and become the best, you want to go and find people on Twitter and in real life if you can. Really, that's who's going to be the best. But for the real people that are on Twitter, there are some really good people. Lance B, I think it's like the one Lance B or something. On Twitter, he's probably one of the best traders that I've seen. Doesn't really sell a course. Doesn't sell a course at all, actually. No Discord, no none of that. Not flashy at all, and knows what he's talking about. So if you guys are interested in learning from someone else, that's just about the only person that I would be able to endorse. Now the third thing that you have to do is define your strategy. So what are you actually trying to trade? How are you going to trade your strategy? The thing is, you don't really need to backtest a strategy, right? Every single strategy that's ever been even thought of, even conceived in the entire world has already been thought of 1,000,000 times. Literally 1,000,000 times. I don't think you guys know this, but there's hundreds of funds that can run thousands, multi-thousands of simulations of different strategies a day. And for half of them, probably in like the same hour. So you don't really need to backtest your bounce off of a VWAP on this little thing strategy. And quite frankly, that's not even a strategy. You want to have multiple strategy books, because just having one static strategy, it's not actually going to work out the best for you guys. So you need to define a strategy. For me, what I like to do is short and long, small caps, and just, almost any sort of stock. Large caps, mid caps, mega caps, whatever, right? Almost any stock that's in play, that's over $2, and has volume and a catalyst, I'm good to go. I might buy off of a VWAP for a high day break, might just short the backside of a failed continuation, and yeah, any of that kind of stuff, right? And that's just like 2 of my plays, my multiple plays. And I can't even think of all the other ones right now, but I have a lot of different plays that I can go and execute. And you really need to actually nail down in your trading journal, which can literally just be an Excel spreadsheet. You don't need any of these paid trading journals. You need to go and test out how many times your strategy actually works, how many times it wins, how many times it loses, what you were thinking, just your whole mindset and your psychology during the trade, before, during, and after. All that kind of stuff, write down in a trading journal and an Excel spreadsheet. Again, that's all you guys need to do. Now you're going to want to actually trade live. That is the 4th thing you're going to be needing to do. And I see a lot of people, guys, that say that you should trade on demo and see if it works. In my opinion, I mean, maybe for like the first couple weeks if you're a complete beginner, but the more time that you spend demo trading, the more you're just wasting time. And there's really a marginal utility. There's a very, very small marginal utility of trading on demo past, I mean, literally a week or 2 weeks max. And that's really just learning the platform, placing trades, just getting kind of the idea of the flow. But once again, if you guys have already been trading for multiple months, if not years, demo is, I mean, completely off limits. I mean, you really don't want to be wasting time. I see a lot of people that spend so much time just trading on demo, and it literally does nothing for you. I see so many people that think that demo trading is the same as live trading, and that cannot be any further from the truth. Live trading is all about emotions. That's actually how you're going to be trading. Demo trading gives so many people a false sense of confidence, and they think that they're absolute masters at the charts. And guess what? It's not that complicated to actually place fake orders. It's really not that hard. Go test it out right now. I can almost guarantee you'll be green almost every single day. It's very, very easy. The hard part comes in when you actually have real money on the line. That is when it gets very, very tough to actually execute, be able to override your emotions and your psychology and actually be able to trade like how you should. And really, that is where most people go wrong, and why 90+% of traders cannot succeed in trading. So the 5th thing you guys want to do now is go back into your strategy book and look at your psychology and really see what has actually been working, what has not been working. Do more of the stuff that has been working and cut out what has not been working. Look at what days and times you're most profitable at, look at what days and times you're most unprofitable at, and maybe stop trading those days and see if that changes anything. This is where a lot of you guys can really, really start to flip from being unprofitable to actually becoming profitable, is taking out all the bad stuff and replacing it with good stuff, good habits, and all the things that actually make you a good trader, and to solely focus on you and what actually makes you a good trader with good trading habits. And now you guys need to develop an immense work ethic for your trading journal. That is the biggest thing that's going to allow you to learn from your mistakes. And trading mistakes really should not happen that often. If you're breaking your rules, doubling your size on bad plays, revenge trading, these are all the kind of things that you do not want to be doing, and you shouldn't be even breaking those rules in the first place, because that's a sign that you're trading very, very emotionally, and you need to cut that out immediately, because there's literally no way that you're going to be able to become profitable, especially in the long term, by doing things like revenge trading and taking really, really big risks and really big size. And your brain is kind of like a neural network. The more stuff that you feed it, the more charting time, the more just looking at the charts, the more that your brain is just going to see different patterns and recognize those and store those in the subconscious. And so when you look at the charts after a couple of years and you can just tell that this thing's just gonna go up because I've seen this exact play with this exact volume, this exact setup 15 times just in the last year, you kind of just know what's going to happen after that. And that's really where it starts to get fun, because you don't need to start putting in, probably still should put in a lot of effort, but you don't need to put in all that effort, 12 8-hour just screen time sessions watching the market from literally open to close to be able to actually retain and get all of that information. So now the last thing that you guys have to do is literally just stay consistent. That's one of the things that I see most traders just can't do, is they just can't stay consistent at learning how to trade. And again, I said this is one of the hardest things you can do. I mean, just entrepreneurship in general is hard, right? But then when you compare it to trading, technically that's a little bit easier. And so many times I just see that, a lot of these younger traders that I see, they just hop from this market to this market to this strategy, and then they just bounce out because it didn't work out in a month or 2 months. And they thought that they were going to be able to get crazy rich in 2 months with $400 and a dream. And that's just not applicable in the slightest. So just remember that this is a marathon and you really need to stay as consistent as possible. Now I wanted to add in another thing on top of that. You should have a full-time source of income outside of trading. Even if you're living with your parents, you don't have a lot of expenses at all, you still need to have a very, very nice, at least like 3 to 4K a month income on top of learning how to trade and trading. That's probably also one of the biggest factors that doesn't allow people to stay consistent and actually take this seriously, because again, they start with such a small amount of money, they put everything aside to learn, they're not focused on other stuff as well. And yeah, you want to be as focused as possible on trading, but you also need to have enough money, enough funds to live, to have fun, to actually be able to stay consistent and learn and not just run out of capital and then just quit. And that's seriously what I see most people do. And that's again why it's just so tough, because there's so many different factors that you need to have in order to stay in business. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys did enjoy it. Also, please hit like and subscribe and turn post notifications on so you always get a notification that I release a new video, so you can be in the top 1% of traders that actually takes it seriously. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.